It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Must read. This will not happen again during Nnamdi Kanu's next trial, according to his lawyer. Amid credible reports confirming that security agents barred lawyers, journalists, Igbo leaders, and others from witnessing the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, a lead counsel representing the Ipob leader, vowed that no hearing will be conducted again on his client's case without the presence of the media. According to Ejiofor, henceforth, no hearing will be conducted in our client's case without media presence. We shall insist come 10th November 2021. Ejiofor, who explained that it was important for media to witness the proceedings to avoid false narrative being spread, also reacted to the allegations against Nnamdi Kanu by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami. Henceforth, no hearing will be conducted in our client's case without media presence. We shall insist come 10th November 2021, and after a robust outing of 21st October and strong objection raised to the empty charge, the narratives changed. We note that the media had been awash with this false narrative right from their very first day. Our client was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria even before the amended 7 charges were filed twice. Their 7 counts were amended twice upon being served with our preliminary objection. We remember that the facts they substantially relied upon in their purported amended charge dwelt much on their speculation, as you saw in their statements. In all, I implore you all to remain calm, peaceful, and focused. Your eyes should always be on the ball, because we will definitely demystify them only in the law courts. They cannot play something on nothing, expect it to stand. It must fail woefully. Meanwhile, it should be noted that the federal government on Friday had blamed Nnamdi Kanu for the murder of Dr. Chike Akunyili, the husband of the former Director General of National Agency for for Food and Drug Administration and Control, the late Professor Akunyili. However, the legal counsel to Nnamdi Kanu had yet said that they would ensure that no case will actually hold on November 10, 2021, which was the day that the case was postponed to after Nnamdi Kanu actually pleaded not guilty to the 7 count charges levied against him, saying that except the medias were present during the court trial, which is constitutional and the way it should be, that they would not allow any court hearing after come November 10, 2021, after the lawyers, and journalists and Igbo leaders were denied access into the court on October 21st, 2021. The federal government is not sincere and only wants to humiliate him and continue to keep him perpetually in DSS custody so that he can rot there. The statement continued. We saw how lawyers, journalists, families and supporters of Nnamdi Kanu were denied access into the court premises by security agents who kept them outside under the scorching heat of the sun. What a humiliation and wickedness. We cannot accept that anymore. We can never allow our leader, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, to be tried secretly, and we can never allow him to be tried under Sharia law. Under any disguise, Nigeria must follow international laws in handling our leader. Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon today because of his passion for Biafra independence, and we must sacrifice all we can to ensure that he regains his freedom. He has sacrificed so much for us, so we must all be prepared to sacrifice little for him. Unless the federal government releases him unconditionally on or before November 4th, we shall sacrifice 1 week for him as a warning protest to convey to our oppressors that Nnamdi Kanu represents over 70 million Biafrans. He is innocent of all the charges preferred against him. As long as he is in detention, our individual businesses do not matter so much because he is suffering for us all and we cannot abandon him. We seriously regret the inconveniences this may cause Yet, it is necessary and needed to make until our full independence is achieved. Nobody resident in Biafra land is expected to flout this directive, as doing so amounts to challenging the will of the people on the Biafra project. This 1 week sit at home is to also let our oppressors understand that we are not going to tolerate any plan to torment or abandon our leader in DSS custody through frivolous court adjournment. Any plans to subject him to trauma in detention through long adjournment while real terrorists and mass murderers are having fun across the country cannot fly. Nnamdi Kanu must be freed because he committed no crime. Asking for a referendum so that Biafrans will decide whether or not they want to continue as part of Nigeria is no crime. He should not suffer for seeking justice for his people. We have also been enslaved and caged enough by the Fulani-controlled federal government of Nigeria and their allies. Therefore, if we shut down Biafra land just for 1 week to secure our permanent freedom, it is worth the sacrifice. Everybody should brace up for this sacrifice so as to ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is actually free from the dungeon of which the federal government of Nigeria under the Buhari-led administration has kept him suffering. And this is Emma Powerful, the spokesperson to the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, saying that as regards the October 21st trial, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, tried to respond to 7-count charges, the refreshed 7-count charges that were filed against him, of which he pleaded not guilty. Therefore, the indigenous people of Biafra has agreed again that they will be going on a week-long sit-at-home order to show solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying that because the federal government seems to be playing some tricks on them by refusing the lawyers and supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to the court, which was quite unusual and not legal, saying that this is actually seeming to be a Sharia law in disguise, and that they will not take this. Therefore, they will be going on a week-long sit-at-home order as a warning protest to the federal government of Nigeria that nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and therefore he should be released unconditionally on or before November 4th, and except that happens, that they will be going on a sit-at-home order, and all Biafrans should understand that this sacrifice is needed to secure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has sacrificed a whole lot for them, and therefore from November 5th to 10th, there will be a sit-at-home order across all Biafra lands except Sunday, which was meant for worshiping God. Thanks for listening.